Let me get back to this butt wiping topic.
Okay, yes. I don't understand the philosophy of the bidet.
Oh, man.
I don't understand the philosophy of wiping your ass with paper.
Fralls, do you wipe your ass?
Of course I do.
Are you unhappy that you have to wipe your ass?
Well, I'm not exactly thrilled about it.
No, I'm asking if you're unhappy that you have to wipe your ass.
I mean, if there was an easier way, I'd probably explore that option.
Are you unhappy? Answer the question.
But it I don't know. Just after you repeated it the third time, it took on this very sinister, creepy overtone.
Compared to the alternative, yes, I'm thrilled.
Okay, so unless you come up with something better, that's your standard.
They did. It's a bidet.
I have never used one. Have you used one?
No, but I'm sure it's the exact same thing as a shower.
Except it shoots at your ass. That's its sole purpose. And what happens if your legs are spread and you get like a face full of ass splash? What is?
I somehow doubt it's like this like super jet that comes out at like just sandblast your brain.
Where are you putting your face? Where's your face?
It's probably like, you know, like a dolphin spitting at you or something.
A dolphin spit at me. There's a frame of reference I can use.
You're like, wow, I got a face full of ass water.
Speaking of video games, though, since we gotta say something video game related, even though I got it for relatively cheap, Force Unleashed 2 is pretty disappointing.
Peanuts.
It's just you're so overpowered. You're basically just like slaughtering everything, and it's fun at first, but then you're just like, man.
I still want to get back to the bidet.
What?
Would you wipe your ass with the Force Unleashed 2?
If I had the Force, man, you don't even want to know what I would do.
Oh, that's it, yes. If you had the Force in one hand and a lightsaber in another, and you had to take a dump, how would you wipe?
I would just use the Force to remove all the poop particles and fling them at my enemies, and while they were all distracted, I would...
But could you imagine, you know, when you're a young Jedi and you're practicing the Force, you don't really have control? I mean, wouldn't you, like, lose a testicle or something during the training process?
Oh, no.
Like, you think Luke Skywalker himself? You think Luke Skywalker himself while he's bringing up the X-Wing?
Damn.
R2, can you clean that up?
Your ass you have. There's a bidet in the back.
Jeez.
This place didn't start out as a swamp.
There's nowhere to go.
The Force is strong with this one. Oh no.
You know, would it be... Okay, is this awkward? Because I've never tried one, and my best chance is, like, at a hotel. Is it awkward to call up and your first question about a hotel is, do you have bidets?
Honestly, you know, the bigger the hotel, the more crazy people... I mean, hotels deal with the public all the time. I doubt anything you could say to someone who works at a hotel would shock them. Like, they probably hear some foul stuff.
Would you rather ask, Rothbard, would you rather ask somebody to come up and show you how a bidet works? Or would you rather rent $500 worth of porno and having to pay it at the front desk in front of your family?
I would rather ask somebody how a bidet works.
All right.
Because the toilet paper industry is huge. I know millions of people wipe their ass with toilet paper and haven't used a bidet. Even if they understand the concept, there's just something weird about what seems like squatting over top a water faucet.
I don't know. I think your new fetish is leaked into our podcast because you're very fixated on jets of water in your ass.
Well, we don't have to talk about gaming stuff. Doc told us that, or Dave told us that.
Oh, that's true. What's the deal with Will Smith's kids being both like under 10 years old and having like careers and stuff? He's like, man, these kids are gonna make me even more money. Like
Scientology. Man,
yeah, Scientology, yeah. Not judging anyone, but Scientologists are weird.
All right, great. Now we have to apologize for something else.
That is beyond crappy. Wow.
Oh God. Anyways, I don't know. That's just we just had some really topics.
Which is why I brought up the bidet.
Get rid of it all.
You guys, this is a very nutty conversation.
I wonder what the average water pressure in a bidet is.
I don't know, man. I mean, are you really? Is your asshole really that gaping that you're really concerned?
No, I just can't in my life imagine using one. Yet people do, and
Let me ask, if you did it and you enjoyed it, would you consider buying one?
Well, that's the thing. This comedian that used one, he said by the end of the day he was smearing cake on his ass just so he could go wash it off.
Who was this comedian? Was this like Jay Moore or someone terrible like that?
No, it was. I think it was Ron White.
I just wanted to slam Jay Moore. If anyone watched BlizzCon or any of the coverage, he's the stand-up comedian that they have come back. He's f***ing awful. Like,
I've heard he's got a real bad issue with nerves.
Man, it's not nerves. I mean, he just isn't funny. I mean, being on a semi-funny TV show once, years ago, doesn't really make you a comedian. Like, he's just terrible. I mean, half the time he's just reading jokes, and they're obviously not his jokes, or at least not all of them. I mean, he's just bad.
He was on Saturday Night Live, which I think pretty much does make him
there's a lot of people on Saturday Night Live that you're watching and you're like, really? I mean, Saturday Night Live is so hit or miss. Most of them aren't funny. Actually, I think most of them aren't funny on Saturday Night Live. I think they're probably better off that show. It's funny when Betty White's on. She's funny.
Do you think she uses a bidet? Do you think she worries about her ass water spraying her in the face?
In her day, I'm sure she's used a bidet. But the thing that gets me, since we're talking about now women's asses, I heard, I saw Bruno, but I heard it on the radio again, the DJ talking about the anal bleaching. What the hell?
Are we seriously discussing this?
What the hell?
Well, honestly, I mean, it shows dedication. I mean,
if you're not into porn, why would you ever do that?
She takes that seriously. Bump.
Well, if your butthole is a centerpiece of whatever you're doing in your life, why not make it the best as possible? People put makeup on their face.
Well, I mean, seriously though, I mean, if you had to choose, would you take a stained or bleached? I mean, really?
Yeah,
it depends on the process involved.
I mean, if I had to look at it day long, I'd probably prefer a bleached one.
No one's gonna choose the stained ass.
It's a good thing we don't do a video podcast.
I'm just saying that, I mean, they obviously do things to apples to make them look better. You know what I mean? To appeal certain people.
So, if you're African American, are you just exempt?
Honestly, dude, I'm not even gonna touch that one because dude.
I'm just asking. It's a color question. It's not racist.
I'm not even sure why I'm worried about answering any questions now. But like, there's warning bells going off on my head. I'm like, oh.
Just go darker.
You get anal staining.
Anal staining.
Staining? Is that what they do?
Seriously, like, we're so all going to hell.
They just tan it.
There's some dude down there just checking off a list.
This isn't even going to make it on the bonus. This isn't even good for bonus content.
All right. I guess we did that long enough.
That's what she said.
It's like filler. Like someone asked us to get on stage and dance.
Well, we didn't have a topic, and we basically talked about anal hygiene. Pretty much.
Hey, it's beneficial.
Frawls has got an issue with smearing in his crack.
Everybody does.
Okay, Frawls, quick question. Front to back or back to front?
Oh, man. You got to go front to back.
You totally thought about that way too long.
Well, I had to figure out, you have to figure out what way you face. Think about it this way. What way do you face in the shower when you're washing yourself?
Left to right? What were the other options you were considering? Spiral?
Straight up.
Clockwise?
Up, down.
In, out with a toilet brush, or I don't know.
With a plunger.
God.
You ever get the never-ending wipe? Like, sometimes it just gets worse. It gets worse as you're wiping. You're like, what the hell?
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. You ever run out of toilet paper and have to use the actual cardboard?
You know what? I always check before I start.
How? What do you do? Like a taste test? Do you tap it a little bit and see what comes out?
No, I'm talking about the quantity of toilet paper available.
Obviously wasn't thinking that's what you were checking.
Average it out, you're like,
If I got like a tenth of a roll, I go find a spare roll before I start.
You're like, I had tacos, I need construction paper. I need wallpaper for this one. Rolls of it.
Scott Tissue is beta testing a tubeless roll of toilet paper.
Really?
It's just toilet paper. There's no cardboard.
Future right there. Get it?
That was on the news, man.
It's basically toilet paper inside of a tissue box.
All right, let's call that that wasn't a bonus content. Yeah. That was our crap. Bonus crap.